better than before. Through those open doors, where I am now. Where I am now, in a special place. A telephone embrace, where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. Where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live at WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM studio. All you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to WPCE 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMVA 88.9 FM. Good morning to you.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to YouTube at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton or Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe right now. We promise right now we'll shout you out.
Shout out.
Mr. E is Fun Friday.
That's right. That's right. Today is Fun Friday, end of the week. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
And look, woke up. Well, I got the news last night, but the strike is over, y'all.
So y'all take all that return TP back to the store and all that water you got.
You could find that. Everybody rushed to judgment. Look, I could have told you. I have experience with these things. My son, my husband, longshoreman. Look. It don't usually last but a little while. But we're going to talk about that, Mr. on another show, because there's some things that was going on, that, folk would probably like to know about.
That's right. That's right. Well, folks don't know that all that TP and water is made right here in the good old USA and don't have to be trucked from out of town.
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know about that, but there are some things that would have affected us if it would have gone a long time, but we're so glad that it's over.
SHANNON.
But anyway, this is our FYI Fun Friday, and we have a very, very special guest. She's been with us before, Mr. E.
That's right.
A while back.
That's
right.
But
our guest today is Miss Shannon Kendrick. She's running for School Board District 4, and we want to say a wonderful good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. It is so good to be back on your show. We've known each other for quite some time. It's amazing how fast time flies.
That's right.
It does. And you're still productive, doing great things. And we are definitely happy to have you this morning on FYI Radio Show. We're going to read a little bit of your bio to our audience for those that are not familiar with you, Mr. E.
As a public servant, Shannon Kendrick presents service as a vice chair for the Commonwealth of Virginia African American Advisory Board and a member of the School Board of the City of Virginia Beach. An international fair professional, Shannon KENDRICK currently works in development its international corporation ministry, a Christian nonprofit organization with a mission to build healthy churches within walking distance of everyone worldwide.
I tell you what is wonderful, but I also like her motto. She has putting our children's future first.
Yeah.
Good morning again, Shannon. And tell us a little bit about your journey so far, but also tell us about that motto, putting our children future first.
Well, thank you so very much again for having me on your show this morning. And you all have known me from the time I served as a congressional district director, working for the entire region to advance the goals and initiatives to help bring federal support where needed. That was an incredible journey for 6 years. And from that time, I went on to work in workforce development as a senior vice president at the Hampton Roads Economic Development Alliance. And after bringing jobs to Hampton Roads, which is so important, developing our workforce, in both of those roles, it helps me to see where we had employment opportunities. There's a lot of employment opportunities, such as the one that you just mentioned, Yolanda, with your husband, and longshore, and shipbuilding, ship repair, welding. I mean, there's so many wonderful careers right here in Hampton Roads that you can do straight out of high school. And so I'd like to be very helpful in helping to bridge those opportunities to our students in the city of Virginia Beach. And then also with being a businesswoman, I started KENDRICK Consulting Group. And you guys were aware of that because I think I came on your show after I started my business again. And I just, worked in government relations, community relations for a little bit of time before getting an opportunity to work in Washington, D.C. as a senior, at the Peace Corps as the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Intergovernmental Affairs. So I've been working in government for over 20 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Even on, from the time I was in Tulsa, I majored in government pre-law at Oral Roberts University, and then came to Regent University to get my MBA. And I was doing that simultaneously while being the assistant director of the Robertson School of Government at Regent University.
Wow.
So government is so very important. And y'all, I was not looking to get into politics right now. I was not trying to be an elected official by any means, but what happened was the person that was in the seat for District 4 had to resign her position for family reasons, and the seat came up for appointment. I received several calls from the community asking me if it's something that I would consider. And the first few calls, I said, no thanks, I'm good, because right now I'm doing what I love to do. I'm building churches all over the world. I'm building orphanages. I'm advancing the kingdom of God, which is so important to me. And most people don't know this, but I'm an ordained minister. I was ordained in 2002 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then went on to put myself through 2 private Christian colleges. Came from a single parent home, first generation college student. My mom was a Desert Storm veteran. My dad worked in fire. They divorced when I was 6 years old. So being the oldest, you carry a lot of responsibilities, but I found God right after high school, and it's been an incredible journey ever since.
Wow.
But yeah, I got on the school board, y'all. I was appointed, and I thought, okay, fine, I can do this for this year and go back to my life. But after I started doing this work and just seeing all that this district faces, and realizing that it takes a lot more than just being an educator, which I taught in college. I left this part out. While working for the Congressman, I was a college professor at ITT Tech. For 3 years, I taught business law, business management, economics, marketing. I loved that. And I had a chance to pour into some incredible students who I keep up with to this very day. And of course, I taught Sunday school for years. But listen, I learned that this District 4 is the furthest district from the ocean front, y'all. My district backs
Wow.
up into Norfolk. So it's the Newtown Road, it's Baker Road, it's Witch Duck, it's Aragona, it's some parts of Diamond Springs, it's Town Center, it goes all the way to Bonnie Road.
Yeah.
It's an interesting district. It's got a lot of our city's, wealth, as well as a lot of our city's challenges, socioeconomic challenges. There's a lot of Title I schools in my district. The Renaissance Academy is also in my district. So anyway, visiting my district in the 6 months that I've been in this role, and also seeing how our school board operates, I realized that, our division needs somebody who can lobby, work on the federal level, the state level, the local level, to bring the policies and the revenue that's needed for our school division. Because as you all know, our school board can't raise its own revenue. We rely on funding from the city, the state, and the federal government. And so with all my experience in that work of working in governance, I am here for the right time, and I'm also appointed, or actually elected, as chair of the legislative committee on the school board. That is a perfect fit for me, so that I can properly advocate for the needs of my division on our school board. And so anyway, Betty F. Williams is on my radar. I voted that amazing school, rich history on Newtown Road, built 1961. Incredible woman that school was named after. But you guys, when you go to the school, it looks very old. The floors, I've walked the floors, they're risen. When it rains, it floods. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to be done with that school, and our children deserve to have a building that's beautiful, that's spacious, that has the latest technology, that has classrooms where they're not piled on top of each other. They deserve better than that school. And I determined before I even ran for school board that I was going to see to it that those kids would be in a newer facility, even if I'm doing everything I can, because I don't know if, I'm hoping that the good people of District 4 would give me an opportunity to champion them and to fight and to make sure that this district has the resources just like the rest of the city. But in the case that I don't, which I highly doubt it because I'm getting a lot of support.
Very good.
I want to do everything I can to position the school. We recently had a plan proposed to us, the last school board meeting, that I requested, that will allow us to get our children in a newer school. They wanted to initially put all the funding towards Princess Anne High School, and I stopped it because if they had gone in that direction, Jeff Williams would have had to wait 20 more years before having an opportunity to be in a newer facility. With this proposal, we're going to make sure that Bayside 6th grade campus will have a better facility to be in, as well as Betty F. Williams students. And so I'm excited about what will happen. All of this will take place by 2026. The rest of the term that I'm running for is just 2 more years. That's all I want. It's 2 years to see this through, because as you all well know, they can tell us that they're going to do one thing, but then later change their mind. That's what this district has experienced over and over and over again, but not on my watch.
On my watch. I like that.
Yeah.
What does it take to run for school board? Is it a lot to do? I noticed that your banner and your marketing is all over. It looks so wonderful. But it's more than that. What things do you have to do in order to become part of this school board?
The things that you have to do to be a part of the school board?
Yes, you're running for.
Okay. Well, for running for school board, you have to do a lot of fundraising.
No, all right.
Because it's not cheap to get those beautiful signs that you're seeing, and and to get the material that's needed to go door to door and for people to get to know who you are, you've got to get out and meet the people, which is something that I do anyway. I love being with the community. I visit several community leaders. I go to our campuses. I've been to most of the schools in my district. I just have one more to visit to make my tour complete.
Yes.
But I'm meeting with the principals. I'm meeting with teachers. I'm meeting with everyone to kind of learn what they want and need out of this school division to make their lives better and to provide their children with the support that they need to have a successful academic experience through our division. And let me just say, Virginia Beach City Public Schools is the top school division in the entire state.
Mm-hmm.
We have one of the best school divisions, I'd like to say, in the country.
Wow.
And it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of this. And I love the team that I get to work with on the school board. And I hope that I continue to do that. And running for this seat it's a lot. I'm at several events. I'm speaking a lot. My voice is a little hoarse. I had 2 events last night. First, I spoke at a community meeting with Councilwoman Amelia Ross Hammond. And then after that, I spoke with a group of community leaders and just helping them to learn how to be more engaged in our school division. And I didn't get home till 10:30 last night.
Yes.
and this happens almost every other day. And of course, you're out, you're knocking doors, you're trying to, meet the people where they are. You're going to events.
You've got to be out there with the people.
Campaigning.
That's right. You're in barbershops. You're everywhere. How is it?
Yes, I did visit barbershops. I visited some stores. Everywhere I go, I'm talking about what I'm trying to do for this division and what I'm trying to do for this district. I had a chance to speak in some churches as well and was well received. This district is just, Civic League meetings, this district is just incredible.
Oh,
I love this district so very much. We've got some incredible people.
How is
that I get to call neighbors.
How is the community receiving you?
Very well. This community, again, it just, what I'm hearing is, Shannon, it feels like the closer to the ocean front you are, the more support you get. And, we have not been feeling the support like we need to feel. And, I know how to shine a light on things that are important in a way that will galvanize support and will get people involved and excited about being a part of the things that matter to us. For example, during my congressional time, I learned about CTEC, the oldest African-American historic community in the country. Yes. And I mentioned it to my congressman. I said, we have this gym here in our city. We need to highlight this. And Miss Sadie Shaw, we need to talk about her legacy. And he said, you're exactly right. And he's incredible. He took to getting the information that we needed to write up the most beautiful historical document that we had entered into the Library of Congress.
Wow,
and
marvelous.
We had it shared on the House floor, recognizing CTEC and its 200 plus years of being in existence. No other member of Congress did that for that incredible district. But that's what my job was. My job was to know the community and put the federal government to work for the people. It's service leadership. That's what it's about. And it's not about politics. It's not about being a Republican or being a Democrat. It's not about that at all. It's about serving. We're in this position to serve the needs of the people, not a party.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I have an opponent that's her main focus. She's worried about all these national issues and stoking fear amongst the community about things that aren't even happening in our division. And it's so unfortunate because the people in our division really put their best foot forward to make sure that we're addressing the various needs in our community. And to suggest that, we're trying to do otherwise, it's really unfortunate, especially when this person has been a bureaucrat for 17 years in the school system. And it's like, if you really cared about doing the things that you say you do, then why didn't you do them?
Yeah.
Student support specialists. Well, why don't students feel supported?
Wow.
The thing about this role of being on the school board is governance. I've been a teacher, I've been a professor. I haven't taught in K through 12, I've taught in the college professor level.
Mm-hmm.
But the matters that we're dealing with right now is fiscal and legislative. As I said at the top of this radio show, is that our school division relies on funding from the local, the state, and the federal government. Yeah. That means we need to know how to engage and present policy and lobby and advocate. I have relationships on both sides of the aisle from my 20 years of experience of being in government on all levels. I wasn't just a worker. I was a director. I was a senior executive in government. I can pick up the phone and speak to any legislator on the federal level, the state level, and the local level, and present to them the needs of our school division and work with them to help them to understand how we need them to work and to collaborate with us to get to the common goal. Because we know when our school system is strong, it impacts the rest of the economy.
Yes.
People literally move to Virginia Beach just for our schools.
And that is the truth. That's
right.
right.
It's in the best interest of all of us to ensure that we have a strong district, strong school district. And on top of that, y'all, we also have unfunded mandates. We have mandates that the state government imposes on our school division, our federal government imposes on our school division. Though well-meaning, sometimes I don't think they fully understand the implications of what those different mandates and policies require and how it really impacts us negatively. And so being the chair of the legislative committee, I'm able to engage those leaders to help them to understand where they need to pivot and change some things in order to make it more better for us.
Absolutely.
And finally, I recognize that we have some incredible teachers in our school division. And while my motto is putting our children's futures first and not politics, I'm also focused on making sure that the teaching experience is rewarding. Right now, we are second to bottom in the 7 cities in our region for starting salaries for our teachers.
Wow.
But you all know that the cost of living in Virginia Beach is significantly higher than the other cities.
Absolutely.
Well, we have a budget session coming up, and I want to look for where we can find the funds and how we can obtain the consistent funding to ensure that we are raising the scale for the starting salary for our teachers. It's so important that our teachers feel that they are being, that they will be compensated well and that they can afford to live and work in the city of Virginia Beach.
Yes. What about the community? What can the community do to, assist, your cause, or what would you like them to do in the situation as you run for a school board?
Well, first, I want you to visit ShannonKendrickVB.com. All of my positions are there, and I want you to learn about me and my story. But I also want you to reach out to me. As I said, I'm here to serve, and I know that parents sometimes experience different challenges in the school division. And when they experience those challenges, they need to know that they don't have to try to advocate for these things for their child on their own. That's what I'm here to do. Yes. You reach out to me, your District 4 representative, to help you with the challenges that you're dealing with. I've been able to help my constituents with transportation issues. One of my constituents was dealing with homelessness and wasn't able to get their child enrolled because of a miscommunication on a home address. So I was able to help navigate that with her so that she can get her child enrolled in school on time. I mean, there's just so many different things that happen with schools that parents need an advocate.
Absolutely.
And as your school board representative, that's what I'm here to do, to advocate to ensure that you have a smooth experience I know that there's a lot of focus on the gifted school and some focus on the remedial alternative schools, but I also understand that we have children in the middle who have socioeconomic challenges as well as challenges with disabilities and getting the support that they need. That is what I'm here to do, to help get you what you need to have the most rewarding experience for your child in Virginia Beach City Public Schools, because we want to make sure that we provide that. I also serve on several committees within the school board. We have a committee that all of the school board members serve on, and that's the Student Discipline Committee. That's where, if your child gets in trouble, you have to come and present your situation to the school board, and, we help navigate what should happen next. And we also have other committees that I serve on. I'm on the Equity Council. Yes. I'm on the council to help with the Sister Cities Association of Virginia Beach. And of course, as I said earlier, the legislative chair. Being a school board member is not just showing up to the Tuesday session and being on the dais and that's it. We serve on committees. And it's a lot of work that goes into this. So right now, y'all, I'm working 3 jobs. 3. My job at my ministry is the ministry that I work for. Yeah. And then being a school board member, which is a full-time job, it is one of the most rewarding experiences I've had. And then also running for office. So I don't get a lot of sleep, but I don't need a lot of sleep.
Look, Shannon, I'm under the impression that you haven't got a lot of sleep for a long time. You have accomplished much and has done so much, but you are capable of doing it all. That's what's so wonderful about it. And we want to just say congratulations to you for what you do and what you want to bring to our community, the excellence, the hard work, caring for parents and schools and making sure, your district gets the best of the best. And so we want to just say thank you. We also want you to give your information again so folk can contact you or donate or just see more about who you are.
Thank you so very much again for the opportunity. And it is a privilege, a true privilege to be able to champion this district. If I did all this hard work in my congressional capacity, I did this hard work as a senior vice president in workforce development, I can do hard work for this school division, for our kids, for the families, for District 4. I want this district to shine bright like the rest of Virginia Beach. It is well on its way, and the remainder of this term is just 2 years. 2 years is all that I ask. I want to finish this term out. I want to see this process through. What y'all decide to do after that is fine with me. I just really want to make sure that I get the children of Betty F. Williams in a newer school facility. Yeah. I want to make sure that the Renaissance Academy gets the support that it needs. Yeah. I want to make sure that the Bayside 6 children have a better school to go to versus the one that's falling apart. I really want to make sure we get some of these unfunded mandates lifted. I want to get the teacher pay up. I want to bridge workforce development and bridge curriculum to make sure that the curriculum is aligning with the workforce opportunities that we have. I want to make sure that we do things on time and on budget. I have an MBA. I'm a businesswoman. I just really love making money work.
Absolutely.
Smartly. It's so important to do that. And I just want to be an example of what servant leadership is all about. I work for the people. I don't work for the administration. I don't work for, making sure that I don't work for the administration. I work for the people. Yes. And I think that's the distinction between me and my opponent. She's been a bureaucrat. She's been working for the superintendent. Well, as a school board member and governing, the superintendent works for you. Yeah. And you work for the people.
Absolutely.
That's the difference.
Well, we want to thank you
I'm going to be working and advocating for the people.
Absolutely.
So I need you to visit ShannonKendrickVB.com, ShannonKendrickVB.com. You can donate there, but you can also sign up to volunteer. You can get a yard sign. Connect with me, and
Thank you.
I want to do this work for you.
Thank
2 years
you.
is all I need.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for
Let's
being
get it
on. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for all that you do. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for listening.
All right. All right, Mr. E, let's do
For
it.
the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Our special guest has been none other than District 4 own Shannon Kendrick. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more of FYI Radio Show right here on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400. Praise, peace, peace. 90, WMVA 88.9 and Praise 95.3 FM. Have a wonderful day. Bye now. Time to get to this place. Started out.
All right. Very special guest, Shannon Kendrick, talking about advocating, talking about being a soldier, talking about just a journey of productivity and just so many accomplishments. Shannon Kendrick, she's a school board District 4. You all make sure she gets it. You know, I'm in Virginia Beach. I'm going to see if I can
pull the level.
Pull the level.
Yeah.
I mean, with all that passion, Mr. E.
That's
and
right.
all
She
that,
got a lot of
you
passion.
know, and the energy that God has given her. We're going to make sure that she makes it. Give her those 2 years, y'all.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Miss Hinton.
Mr. E, so it's Friday.
It's Friday.
What you going to do this weekend?
This is the weekend. I hope to do not a thing.
Not a gosh.
I'm gonna edge my yard up and just a little teeny bit of here and hit here and hit there and get it over with.
Well, I tell you what, we gotta leave. I know we haven't given you all the after the few minutes.
Yeah, don't forget to remind our listening audience, Miss Hinton, about FYI After Dark.
Yes.
And about our social don't forget, I got
okay, I'll tell you.
Don't forget to remind our listening audience about our upcoming shows as well as our sponsors.
Okay, sponsor. Don't forget to go to Bulvic Academy, BULVIC. We're right in the midst of our anti-bullying month, and we want you to go there, get information, get the books, get the game. There's something new that's going to come real soon. And beardgods.com. You all bless Chris Hinton. He's the owner. Go to BeardGods, BeardGodz.com. Upcoming shows, of course, Monday Sports Talk. FYI After Dark replay for right now. We got Miss Pat King who's going to be on with us. Chris Hinton is going to be with us, and we're going to talk about immigration. Anti-bullying month again is here. We'll talk more about that. Follow us on social media, and don't forget Yolanda Hinton's Make It All Right new single. Mr. E is going to tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor or intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest sponsor or intern of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you got to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at FYIRadioshow@gmail.com or FYI Facebook page, Yolanda Hinton Facebook page, or Edward Everett's Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioshow@gmail.com. Again, that's FYIRadioshow@gmail.com, or you can call us at 757-714-7861.
God bless you all. We'll see you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.
2 up, 2 down. The